Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your prediction for March 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it means it's someone else's. And be sure to check out your other placements if you don't know what they are. In the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, Taurus, let's begin. Alrighty now. Cards are a little slippery from cleansing them earlier, so apologize if they go flying everywhere. But let's tap into the Taurus collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Taurus not see coming for the month of March 2026? What do they need to know about? Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, Taurus, we have the Nine of Cups. In the top row, you have the Three of Cups. You have the Ace of Wands. You have the Six of Pentacles. Flanking your Nine of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. You have Temperance. In the bottom row, you have the Six of Wands. You have the World card. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Sneak peek now into April. Can't believe I'm saying April already. Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands. And the Hanged Man. And that leaves you in your power. Hierophant to the Seven of Wands, to the Nine of Wands, to the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. All right, Taurus, let's clarify this now using the After Tarot deck. Images in this deck are different, so are the meanings, and we'll go through them as needed in your reading today. Let's just get the cards on the table here for you. Okay. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for March 2026, we are clarifying Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups, Temperance, just saw the World card again, Six of Wands, the World, and the Queen of Pentacles for the Taurus collective. Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Okay, thank you. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Sun. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. And the Six of Pentacles is clarified by Strength. The Seven of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Chariot. The Temperance card is clarified by the Two of Wands. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The World card is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Cups. Sneak peek now into April. Seven of Wands. Four of Wands. Nine of Wands. That leaves the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Five of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Taurus, energetically speaking, this is probably one of your best months in quite some time. Overall energy for the month of March. Nine of Cups to the Chariot. You are in pursuit of happiness. And this is not codependent happiness on situations, environments, connections, external factors, monetary goods. Not saying all those things aren't important. They are. But this is, nines in tarot are very individual. And so this is in pursuit of your own happiness and engaging in situations, environments, or connections. Again, not out of need or desperation or codependency, but out of true emotional fulfillment and contentment. I like this for you a lot. In the top row, we have the Three of Cups to the Sun, the Ace of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles to the Strength card. You have something new here. We're going to clarify it in a minute. It is a new opportunity here. Could be in career and finance, love and romance, or maybe even just some passion project or creative endeavor you want to do around the house, or maybe something new here that you want to learn. But it looks like it's divine timing that this Ace of Wands is being presented to you. You're feeling very good about it. This is a feeling of, oh my God, I got it, or oh my God, I'm going to do this, or I feel inspired to move in this direction. And Six of Pentacles to the Strength card, typical Taurus. Don't be offended by that. I love your caution here. This is, I'm going to entertain the idea of this Ace of Wands, but Strength card to the Six of Pentacles, I'm going to hold myself back just a little bit. I don't want to go overboard. So again, we're going to clarify, but a quick example here would be, I really would like to take up photography. Maybe that's something that you did in the past, you put on the back burner. Something comes up this month that gives you the opportunity to pick up that camera again. Maybe a friend of yours is planning a wedding or something like that, or some kind of an event, and they're asking you if you can be a photographer. Again, just an example. And this is you saying, you know what, I would really like to do that again, but I'm not going to quit my job tomorrow and suddenly become a photographer. But Six of Pentacles, I will give some time and energy into picking up the old camera and seeing what I could do with it after all this time. Same thing if that's anything that you want to learn. It could even be in love. Like for those of you who are single, this could even be your desire to want to connect with someone that you feel very physically attracted to, but you're like, wait a minute, I'm not going to rush down the altar with this person. I want to take it slow. So again, we're going to clarify that Ace of Wands for you, but it appears here to be something of interest to you because that Three of Cups, the Sun card, tells me you're very happy to receive this offer or this opportunity. Flanking the other side of the Nine of Cups to the Chariot, we have the Seven of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles. This is what I'm talking about. This is being very strategic, starting to work on the new, but not abandoning your current responsibility. So I want to learn tarot, but that doesn't mean now I'm not going to cook for the family and everyone is going to starve, if that's typically your responsibility. So again, there's some strategy here involved when it comes to working on the new. You're invested in it, at least in terms of pentacle energy, like time, love, money, talent, etc., but you're still not going all in. Temperance to the Two of Wands. I'm going to patiently move towards that Ace of Wands or explore that Ace of Wands, but there is incremental movement. I mean, temperance is Sagittarius energy. It is fire energy, but it's tempered, right? It's like when we cook something on the stove and we need to temper the temperature. We don't want to overboil it, right? We don't want to overcook or undercook it. We kind of just want to get that fine balanced temperature that we need for the particular dish that we're making. So this is you forward moving, or at least future planning to move in that direction of that Ace of Wands, but not doing it in a drastic or in a radical way, in a very tempered way. Six of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, now this is you starting to feel really good about the prospect of taking that Ace of Wands, again, which could be some kind of opportunity or creative idea that you have, and saying, you know what, I could really make this tangible. I really could pick up that camera again. Again, only using that as an analogy. That Ace of Wands could be the inspiration to want to, I don't know, declutter your home. And by the end of the month, you're now creating a serious plan on how you're going to do that. Or maybe redecorate your home. Or again, we'll clarify that Ace of Wands, but you are slowly moving towards it. And by the end of the month, it's becoming real and tangible to you. We have the World card and we have the Three of Pentacles. You're now actively working by the end of the month on that new Ace of Wands. Queen of Pentacles to the Five of Cups. I'm going to clarify this. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with this reading. This could be just a sidebar message for some of you because it just doesn't fit into the narrative of what I'm seeing here. So let's start to clarify. I feel like that's something different. Let's begin by clarifying the Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Ace of Wands here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for March 2026. Clarify that Ace of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Page of Cups. Well, there's the Messenger. You have the Five of Wands, your internal conflict, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have High Priestess. That Ace of Wands is something that you've been wanting to do for quite some time, and that Six of Cups energy. I don't feel like it's a person, to be quite honest with you. Let's clarify it, but I'm not feeling like it's a person. I feel like this is something you've been wanting to do for quite some time. Again, could be suddenly having the inspiration because you see something on TV and you're like, oh, I really want to go on that cruise one day, or I'd like to travel there one day, or go to that concert. I feel like it's something I wanted to do it in the past. I didn't do it in the past. It's now resurfacing for some reason. Communication with someone, something I'm seeing online or on the TV. It's like bringing up something. That's what I was feeling before. Like you put on the shelf, or it was something that you wanted to do, but you haven't done, or you haven't done it in a while. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune. One more shuffle. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Empress. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. There's that Six of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Yeah. Taurus, I feel like this is something you've been wanting to do for quite some time. And you either at some point in your life, you actively engaged in that Ace of Wands and you put it on the shelf. Life got in the way, things got busy, and now you are receiving the opportunity to re-engage with that. Or it was an idea that you had at some point in time to travel somewhere, do something. Could even just be like reorganizing your linen closet. Although I don't think it's that because you seem very excited about it. But again, it could be for some of you. There are times when I've had to reorganize things in my house and I feel really good decluttering and cleaning. So I guess you'll have to see how the month plays out for you. But that Ace of Wands, Like I said, for some of you, it's something that you engaged in the past, but you put it on the shelf, and now suddenly you have the opportunity to re-engage with it. And for others of you, it's a spark of inspiration or an idea, and you're like, I really want to make some plans to do that in the near future. Whatever it is, it makes you very happy. You're not expecting it. And as soon as it comes in, there's a desire here within you to want to move towards it. Or, like I said, to launch it, build it, create it, learn it, do it. But there's this feeling of Six of Pentacles to the Strength card. I got to hold my horses because I have other responsibilities. I can't just like rush into whatever this is. Clarify that. Seven of Swords. I'm taking this as your energy of wanting to put some effort now into that Ace of Wands. Tell me about that Seven of Swords here for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Swords is the Two of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of deck, the Ten of Pentacles. This could be career for a lot of you where at some point in time, maybe you had the idea or inspiration of like starting your own business. You put it on the back burner, you know, life kind of got in the way. And now suddenly something's happening in the month of March that's going to allow you to move forward. And in that respect, this is you saying, I'm going to diligently work on that Ace of Wands. I'm not ready to quit my job yet. I'm still going to go to work every day, but it's just a matter of time until I do walk away from the job. That's the feeling that I have here. Tell me more about that Eight of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Hierophant came jumping out of the deck. That is your energy. To the King of Swords, to the Ten of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're very logical about this. This Ace of Wands for you has something to do with your stability and most likely your financial stability. Again, it's some kind of idea that you have here. Either you put on the shelf or it's new inspiration, new idea, and you're looking at this very logistically. Like, I can be very comfortable doing this or engaging in this, like, you know, learning this or launching this in the future. You're not confused about this at all. But you do appear to have responsibilities elsewhere that are keeping you tethered to the job or tethered to something else here. It's like you can't go full throttle on the Ace of Wands, but man, are you excited to begin exploring it. So then we have Temperance to the Two of Wands. This is, like I said, you future planning to engage with this or to go after this at some point in time. Now, by the end of the month, you are actively working on it. You seem to be very happy and it's becoming tangible. And if we go back to the beginning of the reading and we use photography as an example, by the end of the month, the camera is in your hand, it is proficient, and you're making plans here to end up taking photos at your friend's wedding, since that's what sparked that whole creative process for you to begin with. If I'm speaking to a Taurus and there's something here in terms of financial investments, like wanting to buy a property or become a landlord or anything like that in terms of investing, and I'm not a financial advisor at all, but this is you in that Ace of Wands saying, oh, if I did A, B, or C, like, I don't know, let's say I bought that property and I renovated in time, I could really make a pretty penny. Maybe I can't quit my job tomorrow doing it, but it sure would provide a very nice nest egg in the future for my retirement. By the end of the month, you're starting to work on acquiring the finances you need to purchase that property. Or for some of you, you are purchasing the property in March and you're now starting to put some resources into like revamping the place or getting it ready, maybe to flip or to turn it into a long-term rental. This could be a new job opportunity that crosses your path and you're entertaining it, but you're still showing up at the current place of employment until the month of April, where then there's that role reversal. Like maybe you're giving your notice to work and you're going to start the new job. I feel like this is more career, finance, and not love related. So if you were looking for love and romance reading, you probably want to check out one of your other placements. This seems to be for a group of Taurians where they have a financial opportunity land in their lap in the month of March, and they cautiously move towards it very strategically, and by the end of the month, they are fully engaged in it. Now I have that Queen of Pentacles to the Five of Cups. Now in the After Tarot deck, typically in regular tarot, if you will, what we see is an individual crying or mourning the loss of the three cups that are spilled. And because they're so consumed with the grief of the three cups that are spilled, they're not acknowledging the two cups are standing behind them. So if we use work as an example, typical Five of Cups shows someone who'd be very upset that they just lost their job, or maybe they abruptly quit in a moment of haste. what they're not consciously aware of is, hello, there's another job opportunity out there for you. All you have to do is turn around and apply yourself to it. In a romantic setting, it would be the same thing, crying over a relationship that has ended, and not realizing that, you know what, down the road after I heal, I will find another soulmate, whether that's another friend or another lover, etc., etc. But in the After Tarot deck, you're looking right at the new connection. And I feel like this is a separate message here than this. This is no longer crying over a connection that ended at some point in time in your past, no longer grieving it, and now focused on the new connection. And I feel for most of you, it's separate from that financial read. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is an extremely nurturing queen. In fact, I find her to be the most nurturing queen in tarot. And so I just feel like you're already nurturing another connection, or you have your eye on another connection that you would like to nurture, whether professional, platonic, or romantic. Tell me about that Two of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. This is specifically for my Tauruses where you had a connection end in your life over the course of the last 7 years. I know that's a big window, but that's what that Seven of Pentacles there is telling me, because for me, Pentacles are years. So maybe you lost a friend. Maybe you lost a lover. Maybe you lost the love of your life. I don't know. But after all this time has passed, you now have a new connection. So this is a new friend now. This is a new soulmate crossing your path in the month of March. And it could be a new love partner as well. Clarify that new partner. We're going to clarify the new Two of Cups, because that's what's standing in the Five of Cups. And this is a good way for me to show you what I was talking about. Seeing the Five of Cups, this individual, they're grieving the loss of this connection, right? That at some point in time was very happy and joyous, but they're not turning around and acknowledging that, hey, there are other soul bonds out there, right? This isn't the end. In the After Tarot deck, not even focused on the cups that you used to cry over. So there definitely is a new soulmate here on path for the Taurus collective in the month of March. One more shuffle here. Thank you. So the new Two of Cups. We have the Magician, we have the Star, and we have the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Cups. Well, Taurus. This is the only portion of this reading that I feel is a love reading. I could be speaking to a Taurus where you had a long-term committed partnership end over the course of the last 7 years, and you have been manifesting a new love partner. You have a new love partner here crossing your path. Now you're going to have to leave your home, right, to meet this person. They're not just going to knock on your door. But yeah, this would be the type of love partner you've always wanted. I mean, you manifested this. This is wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment after you've walked away from someone else here in your past. And again, maybe you did it 7 days ago, 7 months ago, 7 years ago. I don't know, at some point in time in the last 7 years. So if you walked away from a friend, you had a friendship end, I feel like this very well could be a new platonic connection for you. And if it was a love partner, then I feel like this would be a new love partner. For those of you where you have ended a romantic connection and you currently are in one, I think for whatever reason, you were in the new connection, but there was still a part of you that was kind of grieving the loss of the past lover. And it happens. Sometimes we enter new connections, but there's still a part of us that needs to heal the old wound. If that's your story, if that's the Taurus I'm talking to, then it looks like that old wound is wrapped up and healed. It looks like now when you think back to that former romantic partner, there could be feelings there of nostalgia, of the good days, the good times, but you're no longer focused on manifesting connection with that person. You have healed that wound, and you are very interested in the person that you are currently with. So take those messages how they resonate to you, but that is the only love portion that I have here in the reading. We have the Ten of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's been a slow process for you, like to get over that person or to be fully vulnerable with like the new person that you're with, but you're slowly making your way here in the month of March. Again, I kind of feel like whatever hope you had with that former connection, I think it's absolved. I think it's being eclipsed, right? March is the big eclipse month of the year. So I think for a lot of you, that's what's being eclipsed here, is maybe those nostalgic feelings of, well, we could get back together, or I don't think you're doing that anymore. You seem to be wholeheartedly invested in your new relationship, although you're taking it slow with the Page of Wands. And for others of you, like I said, you recently ended a connection. You haven't been with anyone since. You have a new soulmate here. Whether it's platonic or romantic, I don't know. You get to claim that person however you want them to be. But again, remember, active manifestation means not just hoping and praying, but it's making yourself vulnerable enough to get out there into the 3D world to meet the person. And if you do that, I do believe that you are meeting this individual. Career and finance looks really good for you. There is a change. Like I said, there's a new spark of interest, a new creative idea, and it looks like you're wholeheartedly moving towards it by the end of the month, albeit carefully in a classic Taurus fashion. So good on the money front here for you, Taurus. Let's get an oracle card here, one for each row. Thank you. Thank you. And here we go again. Okay. I'll read them to you in a second. Okay. Thank you. One here for the middle row for Taurus. Thank you. And thank you. All right. Taurus, your top row. You have deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. So I would look at that Ace of Wands. Again, it's something that you karmically deserved, and this is a divine timing for the universe to bring you this inspiration, offer, or opportunity. You then have voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, which appears here to be this new Ace of Wands, and release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. I didn't pick up anything like this in the reading. It's possible, you know, in life when we have good opportunities and we want to pursue them, there are always naysayers that try to tell us not to do them or not to move towards something. And I would just say, just stay in touch with your intuition. If that Ace of Wands is desirable for you and your intuition is telling you to go for it, or to pick up that hobby again, or something like that that you put on the back burner, and you have an opportunity to do that this month, I would do it. There might be people who judge you for it, but at the end of the day, Taurus, you need to be happy. And then you have magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming a reality. Stay focused. Yeah, I would stay focused on that new Ace of Wands. Middle row, you have partnership. Allow healthy, supportive partnerships into your personal and career life, as both parties will benefit as well. I think for a lot of you, this is something new, something work-related that you're working on. We have divine alchemy. Move beyond your current challenges. I think it's financial challenges, and you're focusing on what you desire, which appears here to be financial abundance. And in the bottom row, you have no more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. So take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. And with your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch those positive affirmations blossom into reality. That could be here with this love relationship here, where not that you were complaining, but maybe pining for a past love, or again, you still had that open wound. I feel like you're no longer pining after this person after the month of March. I also think that you are either actively engaged with the current person you're with, or you are meeting someone new that you very well could be actively engaged in. But I don't think you're pining or dreaming about, or even feeling a lot of grief or sorrow about that past connection. It looks like that wound is healing. And your other card here is hope. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts for yourself. So very nice reading here for you, Taurus. Great opportunity, financial opportunity there for you. You'll have to drop me some comments as the month of March goes on. I'm curious to know what that Ace of Wands is for each of you. Let's get a couple of kippers, and we'll close it off with advice here for you. 2 kipper cards for the top row for Taurus, please. Thank you. The middle row, okay. Came out on the side, that's okay. And then the bottom row. I'm telling you, this is financial for some of you. This is huge. You have the Lovers, which is the ultimate choice card in tarot, and then you have High Honor on the side. Again, it'll be your choice whether or not you want to engage with that Ace of Wands or move towards it or create it, or like I said, if it's a job opportunity to entertain it. And with that High Honor there being on the side, that was the feeling I got with the Strength to the Six of Pentacles. Like, I'm going to entertain it, but I'm not fully going for it. Like, if this card was upright, I would say you're fully going for it, because the cannons are in motion. direction. And it's like I'm forward movement. I don't think you're forward movement until like halfway through the month. You then have courthouse, and you have message of concern on the side here. So this is concerning a new soul contract. I feel like it is this financial thing for you. And then the message of concern, I'm not so much sure that it is concern. I'll pull you some cards for that, Taurus. Where's your deck? Here it is. I feel like this is more or less you contemplating whether or not you want to engage with this. I think for a lot of you, it's probably a new professional soulmate here, whether it's the banker, the lender, you know what I mean? The realtor, the new boss, the business partner. Clarify that courthouse, the message of concern on the side there for Taurus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Chariot, which you had twice here. So you got that twice here. We have the Chariot, we have the Three of Pentacles, what you're working on, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Remember what I said, not everyone may like this new direction that you're going in. Like if you have to give notice to work, they might not like that you are, you know, you're leaving them to start another job, or maybe to even launch your own business. There's something like that here. And if you wanted to invest in something, again, I got the feeling in the beginning that there could be one or two naysayers, but at the end of the day, Taurus, you're going to have to do what you feel is best for you in the long run, for your financial stability here. Can you clarify that a little bit further? One more shuffle. Thank you. So I don't feel like courthouse, the message of concern on the side is you. I think it's someone external to you that's not very happy for your happy. We have the Two of Cups here. I told you, you have that person there. The Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Yeah. You have someone here in your energy. It could be a friend, family member, lover. Like I said, could be your boss or maybe the existing business partner. Not very happy for your happy, because it looks like this opportunity is going to set you free financially. Like it's going to create financial abundance for you. And someone here doesn't really like that you're moving in that direction. So just keep that in mind. Not everyone is happy for your happy. We have poverty in the reverse. I'm telling you, this is a golden opportunity here for you. And then we have concern. Again, we have the energy of that person that is not particularly happy. And again, maybe it's because they know in the long run you're going to be leaving them, right? If you go to work and you're all excited about this new financial opportunity, your boss might be sitting back there thinking, oh boy, if this really takes off for Taurus, they might end up leaving the company. Could be something like that. I feel like it's financial related. I also feel called to pull some more cards for you. Anything else Taurus needs to know about this person? Anything else Taurus needs to know about this person? One more shuffle. Thank you. Anything else you need to know about this person? Hierophant, that is you. The Emperor and the Fool card. Bottom of deck, Ten of Cups. I feel like for some of you, this is a family member. This could be a family member or a parental figure. Not happy that you are taking the lead to have this new beginning financially. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Nine of Cups, you're pursuing your Nine of Cups world card and the Seven of Pentacles. That's exactly what it is. So let's say I'm speaking to a Taurus and I don't know, you're an only child and you live at home with your parents, okay? And everything's great. And now all of a sudden you get this really great job opportunity, but it requires you to relocate. This would be your parents, part of them, very happy for you. So happy for you, my son or my daughter, that you have this opportunity. In the back of their head, they're like, oh shit, but if Taurus takes it, who's going to take care of us as we age? Like it's only a matter of time. Taurus is going to move on from us. Same thing if this is work. Yeah. And it could be a friend. It could be a lover. You know, if you're in a love connection, Taurus, that isn't doing too well, and suddenly you have an opportunity here to expand your business or, you know, travel or relocate for a new job opportunity, I'm just getting the feeling here like this person feels that if you were to move forward with this opportunity, one, they're very happy for you, and two, they know that it's going to lead to you disengaging from them in some way, or you no longer being dependent on them in some way. But this is a fantastic finance read. I would definitely claim this if I was a Taurus. Just be mindful, not everyone's going to be happy for your happy, but again, it's coming from a selfish energy, because if you were to move forward with this, which it appears like that's what you're doing, someone feels it's only a matter of time that they won't be as significant in your life. And that may or may not be true, but that's their feeling. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here for Taurus. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Three of Pentacles. I mean, how many times has that card come out? We have the Emperor. Your advice, Seven of Pentacles, just go for it. Just plant that new seed, because we have the Six Pentacles in the tree. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Plant that new seed. Start working on it. This will secure your financial foundation, whatever that Ace of Wands is. Nine of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Damn it, that Five of Swords again. Yeah, there are going to be people who are not going to like that you're moving in this direction. At the end of the day, Taurus, those are just not your people. I couldn't imagine having anyone in my social circle that wouldn't be happy for my financial abundance or the prospect that I could become financially wealthy or independent. Or no, you don't need those kind of people. Your advice here is to plant that seed and work on it diligently. Take control of your financial future. You have a great opportunity here for yourself, Taurus. Some people are going to like it and celebrate it. Fabulous. They're coming along for the ride, and those who can't are being left behind. But that should not deter you from creating a solid financial foundation for yourself and your future. That is what I have for you for the month of March 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And yeah, don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, Taurus, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.